It's been a while. Just figured I'd, you know, check in or whatever. I shut down my business. To make a long story short, I shut it down for a little minute there. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the real reason, the real raw, it's gonna pain me to say it. It's low-key embarrassing, but you know what? I have to. Because I take such pride in being authentic and being real, and I feel like if I wouldn't be being true to myself. So I'm making this so dramatic, and it's not that dramatic, but I just feel like entrepreneurship is so glamorized, and it's like, oh, it's gonna make you a millionaire. Yeah, it could, but not overnight and not anytime soon. I've been in business for over a year now. I shut my website down in May, and I just reopened it this week. So for like a month and a week-ish, it was down. Because, and I know that my haters are gonna watch this and be like, ha ha ha, so funny, ha ha ha, I love to see you fail, ha ha ha. But fuck you. Because this time around, I'm putting Yankee Candle out of business. And I've been saying that since the start. Let's just get right to the chase. I wasn't making sales. I was making some, but I wasn't making enough to keep the website open. And honestly, half of that is my fault for choosing Shopify as my website provider, because Shopify is fucking expensive. Like, if you're gonna make, if you're watching this and you are thinking about like becoming an entrepreneur, maybe choose Squarespace or Wix or Universe, like the Universe app. There's so many other like website providers that aren't as expensive as Shopify, and Shopify charges you so fucking much just to have a website, and then you have to like pay for the shipping, and it's like people would buy things from me, but then like I also wasn't pricing my products correctly, because I thought that nobody would buy them if they were too expensive. So I was underpricing my shit, and then Shopify would charge me and I would lose money. I would lose more than like my initial investment. So the past like 2 months before I shut my website down, I didn't make any sales at all. 0 for 2 whole months. And Shopify be charging you to keep your website open, and I couldn't afford to keep it open because I wasn't making any sales. So I had to shut it down. And I know that that's embarrassing to admit, but I also think that someone had to say it. Someone had to be real in this journey. Watch me, I'm like slick trying to show you my jewelry. It's so cute. Oh my god. You have to be transparent, and I feel like people who are as ambitious as I am, it can be very easy to like get ahead of yourself and think that you can just like spend thousands of dollars on your product, and you just like assume that people are gonna buy it, but then they don't, and then you're stuck with an office like with thousands of dollars worth of inventory that nobody's buying. And then you lose money. So I just want to like be, as embarrassing as it is, I just want to like be that in the space of small businesses. Like, this is a potential outcome and this could happen to you. So like, learn from my mistakes and like keep your cost of good as low as possible at first. Don't be thinking that you can make a candle that costs you $16 to make and then sell it for less than $16. It's not how it works. So yeah, I had to shut my website down, unfortunately. And I also, because I wasn't like making sales, I wasn't very active on my social medias either, so I kind of like ghosted this channel completely, and I'm real sorry about that. But it's very discouraging when you're spending all week making like these Canva like promotional things, like, oh, I'm having a sale, I'm launching this new collection. You spend all week making it, you spend all week advertising it, posting it on your social medias, and then you make 0 sales. Like, it crushed my freaking spirit, for real. So I kind of just like, I wasn't inspired anymore. I wasn't inspired to keep the business up and going, because I felt like all of my work was just like going in vain, and like nobody gave a shit. So that's the harsh reality of entrepreneurship. Like, you go fucking broke sometimes trying to chase a dream, and that's okay. You live and you learn. But this time, we're doing things different. And the reason why I'm coming back to this channel is because we're doing shit different. Okay? Period. So, as you can tell from the title, I'm doing a rebranding. I'm redesigning all of my labels. I'm redesigning my candle care card, my business card. I'm redoing my website, like completely new theme. It needs a revamp. Like, after a year, a very slow year, it needs something new. It needs something fresh. And minimalism is in right now. Whether I want to admit that or not, sometimes you have to like swallow your pride a little bit and go with the trends. Like, if you go into any store right now, look at Native, for example. Just for an example, Native, like the deodorant brand that has like body wash and like it's a bath and body product like business. They're very simple. Like, their product packaging, very simple, very minimal, like not a whole lot going on. And that's what's in right now. So whether I like that or not personally, sometimes as a business owner, you have to just like swallow your pride and accept the fact that sometimes trends are in, and in order to put food in your stomach, quite literally, you gotta just do what's in. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you I'm still like working on them. They're not like done, but I'm taking all of the little like pictures on the labels and making them like the black and white, like this one, for example. I'll show you. So this is Hibiscus Island. Hopefully it will focus. There we go. So see how it's in like black and white? Very simple. And then that little box I added, that's the other new thing that I added to my labels, is the collection name is going to be in a box, because I did that on my 802 candle. And when I made the decision to redo my labels, I was like, okay, I want my labels. Here's another thing, because now I'm just like, my thoughts are just like going like this. Why haven't I gone to stores and sold my candles in them? Because I can tell you 2 different stores right now in my hometown that I could literally just walk down there, bring them a box of my candles and be like, hey, do you want to buy these wholesale and sell them in your store? I could do that. There's nothing stopping me. Why haven't I? And I really asked myself that. And I said, because I don't think my candles look nice enough to be sold in stores. Kiki, if you don't think your candles look nice enough to be sold in stores, why do you think anyone else would buy them? Like, off of your website? Hello? Like, you have to be proud of your product, and you have to be like, you have to love your product. You have to like be happy with it. And that's another thing. I'm very much a perfectionist, and nothing will ever be good enough for me. So I had to just like, you know, accept that they looked the way that they looked the first time around. But this time, I'm changing them, and I'm making them look good enough to be sold in stores this time. And I feel like with the simplified minimal label, with all of the collections being in a box, because that was another thing, I needed more consistency. Like my labels weren't like consistent, like across the board, like across all of the collections. That's something that I needed to do as well. So that's the new vibe for the labels. I'm also deciding to relaunch and rebrand in this month, the month of June, because it's Pride Month. Surprise, if you didn't know. Your girl is hella fruity. And this is my first Pride Month where I'm like out, like publicly. So it's very like sentimental to me. And like I'll show you. I made 3 like limited edition Pride candles. And I think they're super cute and like quirky, and like they're very punny, and they're very like gag gift like. So it's kind of a little bit different than anything I've really done in the past, but I think they're funny and I think that they might do well. And another thing that I really wanted to change going into it this time was the creativity. There was this guy that I was talking to a hot minute ago, before I really like accepted the fact that I was fruity. And he was like looking at my website. We were like on FaceTime one night, and he was like, no offense, but like, your candles are kind of like basic. Like there's nothing like special about them. And so that's kind of always like stuck with me. And so this time around, I'm like, Kiki, you are like the most, humbly and respectfully, I'm the most creative person that I know in my life. So where is your creativity in this business? I feel like last year I made the floral collection, I made the coffee shop collection, I made the seduction collection, the Zen collection even, with like the eucalyptus and the lavender and like those scents. I made all of those not because that's like where my heart lies, but because that's what I thought I had to do as a candle business, because I knew that those scents like did well in the scent industry. But you have to have some incentive that like sticks out to people. You have to have some sort of like something new, something never done before, something, you know, like some sort of incentive to like get people to want your product, because they're gonna be like, oh, like that's different, like I've never seen that done before, so let me go support this girl type beat. So with these Pride candles, I really feel like I'm doing that. I thought my summer collection was creative. I did the 4 alcoholic drinks. I did morning mimosa, margarita galore, sex on the beach, and pina colada party. So those are like all kind of scents that are like out there and different. I don't think I've probably seen like a margarita done before, but like mimosa scented candle, like it's kind of different, but it didn't really like pop off. So it's kind of just like trial and error, like you just, you know. Anyways, so trigger warning, these are explicit. They're like very highly sexual, so if you're like offended by that, this is not the channel for you. Because one thing about Kiki, I'm very sex positive. Like we're sex positive over here. Like, so I did this one. And then I did this one just to be inclusive, you know, like this is for the gays, this is for the gay men, okay? I think it focused, okay. And then the last one, which is my personal favorite, is this one. Focus. There we go. Now we're talking. Like, bring me to Scissor City, girly. Like, come on. So I feel like those are very different, and I think that they might do well. So I'm only making 3 of each, but I'm gonna take you guys through the process of making them because I'm gonna make them tomorrow. I'm doing a sale this weekend. Tomorrow night and Saturday I'm doing like everything discounted. And then I'm gonna take my fall candles off the website because they're not in season. But next Friday is when I'm launching the Pride Month ones. So tomorrow I'm gonna like physically make the candles. And then next week I'm gonna promote them. And then next Friday, week from, well, today's Thursday, but the time you see this, it'll be tomorrow. Next Friday, I'm gonna launch them. So that will be exciting for me. Another thing I want to change going into this is my marketing strategy, not me kicking my tripod. So I am just a regular girl. I am just a regular schmegular girl. And I do not have a degree in marketing. I do not have a master's degree in marketing, even though I would love to have a master's degree in marketing. I would love to go back to school for business and finance and marketing because I love marketing. I do not have a degree in marketing. I don't know what the proper way to go about marketing a candle business is, or a scent product, bath and body product business, because eventually I do want to do like room and linen sprays. I have a video on my channel of me making room sprays like a year ago. I still haven't launched them. They're still sitting in my office. And like those room, I don't know what they're called. Like the thing, and then there's like the sticks that are like out of it, and it like smells really good that you like keep like on your coffee table. Whatever those things are, I want to make those too at some point. So that's my vision. I would love to have single wick, double wick, and triple wick versions of all the candles and all of the collections. But that's not gonna happen for a few more years. But this time around, I want to switch up my marketing. I need to be more consistent with TikToks. Obviously, posting my business on my personal Snapchat is not really gaining me any customers because I'm only posting to the people that I have on Snapchat. I need to like broaden my horizons, and I need to like have new people, new traffic coming in. So if I'm more consistent with TikTok and I'm posting more TikToks and I'm posting more YouTube videos, more people who are looking up like small business content and candle content are gonna come across my videos and be like, oh my god, like a queer woman entrepreneur, oh my god, I want to support. And then hopefully that will turn into sales and we can like build a little like community. So more consistent with TikToks, and I'm really gonna try. I've been fighting a migraine all day, so like the back of my head is like hurting and throbbing. This time we're going in. We're going in, and that's that. So if any of that interests you, subscribe, join the journey, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this new chapter. Chapter 2 of Divine Candle Co., bro. And the labels are gonna be a lot smaller too. I don't like the fact that the label is like the same size as the jar. I wanted them to be like smaller, so I got smaller ones from Avery. So this time around my labels will be a little bit smaller, and hopefully they'll be more aesthetic and more cute. And you know, obviously they still smell bussin'. Like, they're still the best smelling candles and wax darts. Like, that's not gonna change. Like, there's a reason why it says divinely scented. Like, it's because they smell divine. Like, so yeah. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna post this video separately, and then when I make the candles, that'll be like a whole other video, because I just want this video to be like a sit down talk, like, hey, like, this is where I've been, and here's the goal, here's the intention, here's what's up type beat. And then I'll do like, should I do like a rebranding series? I don't know. But I need to get into TikTok, because I look at businesses like the Ashanti collection, shout out Kimani and Logan, the Ashanti collection. Like when I found them like 2 years ago, they were still running their business out of their apartment. And then they got their own retail space. And then they bought a house. And now they're opening their own like storefront. Like, I watch them grow. And I look at other small businesses like Monica from Audacity Cosmetics. Like, she got her own apartment that she's able to afford because her business is profitable. Like, if thousands of people are doing this every day, then like I can do it. Like, I can buy a house from selling candles. Like, there's millions of people who do it. So what the fuck is gonna stop me? I just have to adjust my marketing. I have to market and like find my target audience. So yeah, I think that's gonna be enough talking for now. This should be fun to edit. So I hope that you stay. I hope that this is inspiring for you creatively, and I hope that it's entertaining. I hope that it's fun to watch and interesting, educational. Yeah, because those are my intentions. I hope that this YouTube channel can be all of those things. It can entertain you, it can be educational and inspiring. Those are my intentions. Pun intended, but you won't know why for a really long time. Come back to this video when I'm a singer. Anyways, talk to you later. See you in the next video. I love you and thank you for supporting my small business. That means the world to me. I love you.